All right, let me see. Let me make sure. Make sure we streaming. All right, we live, man. I ain't did no live stream in so long, so I have to make sure we live. And I keep getting these updates from the big U situation, right? So I'm like, let me go ahead and go live. That way, I can go ahead and give y'all this information instead of keep making video after video after video after video, man. But yeah, it's been a hell of a morning. Waking up, seeing all the news that's on the online and all that, man. Shout out to everybody that's tapped in. Let me go back to Remo's page because Remo and No Jumper been breaking a lot of this news or whatever. So it don't like they posted nothing new, but it's all good because I got the actual article, and we're gonna go over that and see what all that's talking about, man, real quick here in a sec though. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it ain't. And we ain't gonna put pain where it ain't, man. This shit crazy, dog. Oh man. Um, with that being said, though, y'all, it's been when I say it's been a lot of people kind of like talking about Big U online for a long time. I'm not surprised that this happened. Hit that like button as y'all come in, though. I'm not surprised that this happened, right? But let's get into what this article is saying, man. This article, this is the LA Times. You know what I mean? This is the LA Times right here. And they talking about what Big U is actually charged with. And y'all see the actual article is titled LA Crip Leader Turned Gang Interventionist Ran Mafia-like Enterprise, the feds allege. This is what the feds is alleging. This ain't what Whack 100 is alleging. This ain't what 600 is alleging. This ain't what nobody else is saying. Now, keep it. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Whacking them helped out, and I guarantee you, like some of the information that they was talking about is gonna be mentioned in these cases. Like we seen with the Lil Durk situation that they use open source information to build cases on people. And if you don't know what open source information is when they take stuff that's on the internet, where somebody didn't necessarily contact them to get them the information, but they take stuff that was on the internet and they go ahead and they use it against them when they build in the case. The Rico charges, whatever charges that they have for somebody, right? So in this particular situation, Big U he's considered a gang interventionist, but he ran a mafia-like enterprise, the feds allege. Now we got the information. In this particular article right here that I got up, cause they saying Big U, aka Eugene Henley, is a well-known figure in hip-hop. He was called a godfather according to them by Wiz Khalifa. Feds are now accusing Henley of taking the life, unaliving a young rapper in Las Vegas. Now, the crazy part about it is we've been seeing 600, the Crip cop, talk about this whole entire situation with this Vegas incident. And myself and other people have been saying that he's definitely them people. I see we got a H hat in the building. What's good? What's grooving? So now it's come out that he's being charged with that. Remember, a couple of days ago, 600 and then was running around talking about DNA under the nails of the individual, leading back to Big U. It's only a matter of days before they pick him up and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying that they weren't right. I ain't saying that the information that 600 was given wasn't right, but it was a little coppish for them to be reporting on it the way that they was reporting on it. But whatever. It says I react to the feds on NBC News too. Let me pull that up real quick. NBC, let me see. LA. Let me see. LA. Damn. And Channel 4, right? Let me see what they got up. I should just go to let me see if they got it on their YouTube channel first. Yep. All right, let's check it out.
Federal racketeering conspiracy. Mr. Henley is a fugitive, and he is currently wanted by federal law enforcement. Other individuals linked to his criminal enterprise were arrested today, approximately 10 defendants who are charged in various indictments. Again, Mr. Henley is a fugitive. 4 defendants are in state custody and will be transferred into federal custody, and we are still seeking Mr. Henley and another fugitive. The Department of Justice's top priority is eliminating violent crime caused by criminal street gangs and organized crime. These organizations cause a tremendous amount of harm in our communities. And today's arrests are part of our office's efforts, FBI, IRS, LAPD, the team you see up here, to make our communities safer and rid our streets of these criminal street gangs, including ones operated by violent felons like Mr. Henley, who are posing as savvy businessmen and community leaders, but in the end are violent criminals. The affidavit filed with the criminal complaint alleges that Mr. Henley operated Big U Enterprises, a mafia-like organization that utilized Mr. Henley's stature and long-standing association with the Crips criminal street gang and other gangs here in Los Angeles to intimidate businesses and individuals in our communities.
Damn.
I want to stress that the allegations here in the complaint are allegations only, and the defendants are presumed innocent until proven otherwise. Let me talk a little bit about Mr. Henley and the street gang here. As I said, Mr. Henley is a widely known leader within the rolling 60s. He rose to prominence in that gang decades ago, and he has since been a fixture on the internet, talk shows, and podcasts.
Yeah, he cooked.
All things that law enforcement have looked at closely as part of this investigation.
All right, hold on. Let me back that up. I'm sorry. I want to play this all the way through, but listen to what he just said. And I was just saying, like, they're going to be pulling, remember I said they're going to be pulling that open source information? They're going to be going to them podcasts that he was on, as well as ones that was talked about. They already done went to him. And they're going to play that shit. That's going to be used against him in a court of law. Check it out, y'all.
Leader within the rolling 60s. He rose to prominence in that gang decades ago, and he has since been a fixture on the internet, talk shows, and podcasts. All things that law enforcement have looked at closely as part of this investigation.
They've been watching No Jumper. They've been watching all these podcasts, all these, like, you know what I mean? All on Clubhouse. They've been listening. They've been listening that people help build this case against Big U, a.k.a. Eugene Henley. Let's go.
He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur running a music label and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles, funding a South LA-based charity, developing options, which purports to help at-youth risk escape gang life in our communities. And today's arrests are part of our office's efforts, FBI, IRS, LAPD, the team you see up here, to make our community safer and rid our streets of these criminal street gangs.
All right, they automatically did that. I don't know what happened, but we're going to keep listening. Let's go.
Gangs, including ones operated by violent felons like Mr. Henley, who are posing as savvy businessmen and community leaders, but in the end are violent criminals. The affidavit filed with the criminal complaint alleges that Mr. Henley operated Big U Enterprises, a mafia-like organization that utilized Mr. Henley's stature and long-standing association with the Crips criminal street gang and other gangs here in Los Angeles to intimidate businesses and individuals in our communities. I want to stress that the allegations here in the complaint are allegations only, and the defendants are presumed innocent until proven otherwise. Let me talk a little bit about Mr. Henley and the street gang here. As I said, Mr. Henley is a widely known leader within the rolling 60s. He rose to prominence in that gang decades ago, and he has since been a fixture on the internet, talk shows, and podcasts. All things that law enforcement have looked at closely as part of this investigation. He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry.
Ain't this crazy though that Bricc baby and your boy Luce just happened to sit down yesterday, the day before all of this happened. Let's keep going though.
Entrepreneur running a music label and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles.
Hit that like
Funding
button,
a
y'all.
South LA-based charity, Developing Options, which purports to help at youth risk escape gang life and escape the perils of gangs in high crime areas. The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar, and a cheat, and the criminals that enabled him. For example, Mr. Henley engaged in a murder of a musician signed to his label in 2021 and dumped the victim's body in Las Vegas off of the I-15 freeway.
Now that's that situation that 600 been running around with his badge talking about the last couple days, man. Listen, neighborhoods, don't be quiet on this. Y'all got to come out and talk about this. I mean, this y'all's big homie. Y'all need to go ahead and be speaking on this. And now y'all need to hold their feet to the fire because they was on here talking about this case. And this FBI dude right here just told y'all that they've been listening to podcasts, talk shows, and everything else, building this case up on Big U. Now, they've been talking about this incident that took place in Las Vegas. They've been in touch with the family, but nobody else knew this information. I mean, it is what it is. It's out there now. Hold their feet to the fire, though, man.
He then attempted to evade and obstruct the investigation into the murder, including ordering witnesses not to speak with law enforcement. Henley's criminal enterprise also engaged in other crimes, including transporting prostitutes across state lines, extorting strip clubs, marijuana dispensaries, and other businesses, and fraudulently applying for COVID loans in the form of a business relief loan.
Oh, damn, man. And they got Big U for PPP fraud. God, hey, listen, Big U ain't never getting out. It ain't funny, but it's crazy. He ain't never getting out. They just done built a mountain of shit on Big U. They done threw so much at the wall on Big U that no lawyer. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. And I ain't saying this. I'm saying, listen, I done already read some of the charges, but some of the stuff wasn't in like what I read in the article. They done threw so much at this man that it's going to be hard for him to get out of all of this, man. And we're going to see who break. You know what I mean? They ain't got him yet, though, but they already got Bricc and Luce Cannon. But let's keep going.
On that application, Mr. Henley falsely stated that his music label, Unique Music, operated at a $200,000 profit in 2019 and was entitled to government assistance, despite the reality that the company had operated at a loss and was ineligible for such relief. Finally, Mr. Henley is accused of embezzling donations made by celebrities, professional athletes, and businesses to his charity, Developing Options, which, as I said, purports to give South LA at-risk youth alternatives to gang violence, drugs, and other criminal activity. Henley used this charity as a front. He used it to conceal his fraudulent activities, his criminal enterprises activities, and evade detection from law enforcement. If convicted on the racketeering conspiracy, he and his co-conspirators face approximately a 20-year federal prison sentence. I want to thank our federal law enforcement partners, our state law enforcement partners who brought about the result here today. The Los Angeles Metropolitan Gang Task Force from the FBI. It's comprised of FBI agents, LAPD officers, IRS criminal investigation, the U.S. Department of Justice Inspector General's Office, Los Angeles Police Department, the North Las Vegas Police Department. This case is a great example of state and federal law enforcement working together to address harm from a criminal enterprise. I also want to thank our prosecutors, Assistant U.S. Attorneys Kevin Butler and Jenna McCabe, for their diligence and dogged determination in this case.
Hey, get on that poll, man. Let me know if y'all feel like 600 and whack assisted them knowingly or unknowingly with this case by all the stuff they've been putting out about Big U online, about the check-ins, him extorting rappers, him extorting athletes and all that, because they talk about all that in the article, and we're going to get into that. Let me know if y'all feel like the internet helped get Big U this case.
With that, I'll turn it over to our next speaker, FBI Special Agent in Charge, Ted Dox.
Well, thank you, Joe. Absolutely. My name is Ted Dox, Special Agent in Charge of FBI Los Angeles' Criminal Division.
Hold on, B. Let me start right here. Let me address this, my kings and princes. This fool said, you helping police now. by playing the damn press conference, I'm helping the police. Man, shut your ass up. The hell you talking about?
These operations are truly a team effort, and I would like to recognize those partnerships. If not for their commitment, dedication, and follow-through, we would not be here today. First, I'd like to thank LAPD, IRS Criminal Investigations, and the U.S. Attorney's Office for working collaboratively for the past 4 years, in this case with FBI Los Angeles Metropolitan Task Force on violent gangs. I'd also like to thank the U.S. Marshal Service for their assistance today, and many departments in California, Arizona, Nevada, and the North Las Vegas Police Department. Now, this morning, hundreds of agents and officers, including multiple SWAT teams, executed multiple arrest warrants for many of the 19 defendants charged in this case. Search warrants were executed at 6 locations. Those searches continue to be underway. 4 of the 19 defendants were already in custody, and 10 defendants were taken into custody in the last 24 hours. And while we're still seeking the whereabouts of 5 individuals, 3 of whom we believe we will have in custody shortly, 2 defendants are considered fugitives. They are Eugene Henley Jr., also known as Big U, and Brian Mejia. We will provide their photographs to the media following this announcement.
If I'm Big U probably been gone. If y'all think about it, if y'all think about all the shit that 600 and Whack 100 and them been saying over the last week, and Whack kind of said this. Whack saying, if I'm him, I'm thanking us for putting information out because I would take off. Thanks a lot. I'm gone. Anyway, though, but Big U might have took heed to that, and Big U might have went ahead and fled the country, though, man. Like, if I'm Big U, I would have left, too. I mean, you guys, he should have some money, all the shit they accusing him of doing. And go ahead and get up out of here, cuz. Like, go where you got to go. Get up out of here. Now, everybody else already locked up. And listen to this. On the video that I just dropped, for real, I talked about this, though. Remember, they kept bringing up Bricc Baby getting caught with that chopper? And Bricc Baby talking about they dropped the case. He didn't get indicted for it. This is why. This is why he didn't get indicted for it. But at the end of the day, Bricc Baby possibly knew what was going down, because y'all got to think about it. They hit his house. There was a rumor that they hit Big U's house. And then another thing that we know that we don't know if it was real or not, it could have been fake, or this could be karma for him. Your boy Luce Cannon act like his house was surrounded a couple of days ago.
Anyone with information as to their whereabouts should not take action on their own, but contact the FBI. You can reach us by calling 1-800-CALL-FBI. During this investigation, we recovered 49 weapons, 5 pounds of methamphetamines, 10,000 fentanyl pills, and large amounts of cash. The Rolling 16 Crips have been around for decades, and by some estimates are among the largest gangs in the country, with factions in multiple states. Mr. Henley has been a known member of the Rolling 60s Crips since the 1980s, where he established his reputation and earned standing with fellow gang members. He has been able to use that standing to intimidate businesses and individuals and to commit various forms of violence, including the alleged murder outlined by the U.S. Attorney.
That's the one. That's what gets the Rico right there. That case that they pinning on him in Vegas, that's the killer for Big U. I'm going to be real with y'all. That's what's going to take Big U over the top. It's going to be hard. This ain't going to be like Young Thug and them. For one, Big U ain't got that kind of money. This ain't going to be a Young Thug case. Bricc Baby is done. Luce Cannon is done. Both of them done. They got Luce Cannon with a robbery. Luce Cannon didn't talk so much about extorting people for Big U, and whoever they rob must be cooperating and must be a witness. But Luce Cannon talked about hitting licks on like all kind of people out of his mouth. This ain't nothing that I'm like, I know about it. I'm just revealing to the, I'm not on no 600 Whack 100 shit when I say this. Luce Cannon talked about doing Meat Mill. Like, y'all remember these conversations. They had Meat Mill at the bar, had him held. Whack said that it was a play, that, he was playing both sides of the fence. They got Rick Ross to send some money and all that. Like, yeah, they got your boy Luce for robbery.
He's also been able to influence others to give him money, only to defraud his victims, including defrauding the U.S., the government, the city of Los Angeles, and you, the taxpayer. Before I close, I'd like to ask that anyone who has information about the alleged criminal activity or feel that they have been victimized by any of the defendants, call the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI. We've targeted this gang in the past and will continue to target gangs who seed violence and fear in our communities. The FBI will never waver on our commitment to combat violent gangs and those individuals affiliated who prey on others. Today's arrests make neighborhoods across our city safer. Thank you. And with that, I'll turn it over to IRS SAC Tyler Hatcher.
So, all right, so check it out. We got a body in Vegas, right? We got the federal Rico stuff going on, right? But not only do we got that, now they got the IRS involved in this too for his PPP loan and all that stuff. It's going to be hell to tell the captain when they catch up with Big U. Big U is going to be like a Larry Hoover type dude. He's like, Tookie, you ain't getting out of jail, cuz. Like, I'm gonna say it how I say it. It is what it is. If I was chopping it up with the homies and we were sitting around looking at this, smoking, talking about it, we would be saying the same shit. Like, damn, Big U done, cuz. That man ain't never getting out.
Good morning. Again, I'm Tyler Hatcher. I'm the Special Agent in charge of IRS criminal investigation here in Los Angeles. Today's arrests are the result of outstanding investigative work by law enforcement partners from LAPD, U.S. Attorney's Office, the FBI, and my office, who's worked tirelessly to find the evidence necessary to charge those who are alleged to bring harm to our communities, as you've heard previously. The RICO charges against Mr. Henley and his associates reflect a pattern of crimes that runs the gambit from extortion to robbery, to murder, to tax fraud, and to human trafficking, all under the umbrella of a well-organized criminal organization led by Mr. Henley. Additionally, Mr. Henley duped the County of Los Angeles by running a nonprofit named Developing Options, which was set up to pull youth out of the gang life and promote anti-gang solutions. Yet Mr. Henley continued to personally orchestrate violent gang activity that impact our communities.
When you go that route and you start doing stuff for the kids in the community, you got to change your life, man. You can't keep doing the same shit. Like, they didn't give you a BlackBerry. They didn't give you a multi-million-dollar contract every year to turn people in. Like, you got to commit to that, man. You can't, like, be turning people in and taking the BlackBerry and the money, but still trying to be a gangster on the other side. Like, it don't work like that. It's 2025, not 1998. It's a wrap. And any of you other stupid motherfuckers that's doing this gang intervention stuff, and you still trying to control your neighborhood and still extort people and still gang bang on the side, let this be a warning.
Donors trust that their donations will be used in a manner that's consistent with what the charity was set up to do and applied as intended. In this case, it was for the benefit of at-risk youth. Financial transactions leave a trail, and IRS criminal investigation special agents are the best at following that trail. The trails led to Mr. Henley's, allegedly lead to Mr. Henley's personal bank account, and the money trail doesn't lie. Organized crime victimizes our Los Angeles communities far too frequently, but the arrests made today demonstrate our commitment to making Los Angeles safer for everyone impacted by these criminal enterprises. IRSCI is proud to partner with our federal and state and local law enforcement partners to make our communities safer and to protect from these violent acts. And on that, I'll turn it over to the Chief. Thank you.
All right, before the Chief talk, that's 600's boss about to come up and talk. This how dumb Big U was. Big U was so dumb that when he was getting the money for say he had Shaq, we'll get into it, but he had certain people giving him money, like entertainers, athletes donating for the kids. This dummy would take the money and then deposit it into his personal bank account. That's how stupid this dude was.
Thank you, and thank you all for being here today. I'll keep my comments brief. From day one, the Los Angeles Police Department's been proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with the FBI and our partners here today in this critical investigation. The invaluable expertise provided by Operations South Bureau FBI Task Force on the Rollin' 60s criminal street gang has played a pivotal role in securing these 19 federal indictments laid out this morning. It's a measured step forward in our ongoing fight against gang violence and brings hope and relief to a community that for too long has endured far too much. Together, we will continue to protect and serve, working tirelessly to ensure safety in all of our neighborhoods. I'll return the U.S. Attorney Joe McNally for any questions follow-up.
Look, the LAPD, they listen, we ain't really do shit. we just here because they want us to be here with them, but the feds did all the work. You know what I mean? We ain't do too much.
Thank you. We'll take any questions.
Anybody got no questions?
Henley is still on the loose.
He is.
Do you expect to snag it today, or is this something where he's gone?
Yeah, I think all I can say is that look, he is the leader here, and
damn, man, that was it. That was the whole thing. Let's see what this is right here, y'all.
Good morning.
All right, hold on.
Penalties at that point could range and include higher penalties. So at this point, he's charged in a criminal complaint.
Is he charged with murder too as well?
He's charged in a Rico conspiracy, and part of that Rico conspiracy, one of the predicate acts is the murder that is described in the complaint. He has not yet charged in an indictment with a substance murder.
All right, so y'all should know by now after watching like the YSL Rico charge and stuff, they can implicate you in a body, but not necessarily charge you exactly with that body. It's just like a part of them forming the Rico. So like a part of the Rico, you know what I mean? Saying like, all right, we're going to build this case on them. There was acts of violence that was committed. There's a body that's associated with these people. They was allegedly running, dope, doing this and that and that and this. They was extorting people. So we just going to charge them with the Rico. So according to this FBI dude, he ain't necessarily charged with that body, but he's implicated in being involved in it.
You mentioned the taxpayers were defrauded. Can you tell us how much taxpayer dollars he obtained from what city leader or official? And what does this mean for groups that are working on anti-gang efforts and trying to get donations from celebrities or cities?
Sure. So I think just to kind of go back, Mr. Henley and the allegations are here, operated a criminal enterprise. He used his status in LA as a gang member, somebody who was known as an enforcer, in order to execute the crimes that are described in the criminal complaint. As part of that, and to get to your question, he also had this charity and held himself out there to be somebody who was committed to reducing gang violence, committed to supporting youth in the city. As part of that, he received grants from government agencies to do that work. And as we describe in the criminal complaint, he used that goodwill to benefit himself.
He deposited the money into his own personal account. Somebody in there said, somebody in the chat said, guess there won't be no anti-gang efforts anymore. They definitely probably gonna really vet the individuals that they did. He done messed up the game for a lot of people. A lot of people ate off of that for a long time. You got a lot of homies from a lot of different neighborhoods that chose to do that type of work, man, and that's benefited from it. It helped them stay out of jail, gave them a job, gave other homies jobs and stuff like that, and put money in people's pockets. That is really gonna mess it up for a lot of people.
He diverted money from that charity and lined his own pockets with it, and that money was ultimately traced, and that we can show that he used it for personal purposes. So there was an embezzlement angle to this, to the criminal enterprise, where hundreds of thousands of dollars were siphoned off that should have gone to charitable purposes, gang reduction, gang intervention. Instead, he used it for his own purposes, his own criminal enterprise. In addition to that, there was tax loss. And like many of our cases, we ultimately do a financial investigation, and we see that embezzlement and that siphoning happens often. There's a parallel tax conduct that is also described in the complaint. So you're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars that the charity ultimately siphoned off for his purposes. It was a charity that he controlled, and again, held himself out there to be somebody in our community who was, as Chief McDonald said, these communities, it's oftentimes our poorest communities that need intervention the most. They need law enforcement the most. He held himself out as somebody who was part of that team.
Hey, hold on, y'all. We got 197 people watching right now, and we got 29 likes, man. If y'all don't hit that damn like button, man, come on. Like, we at least need to be at like 75. We got 202 people watching right now. We at least need 100 damn likes, man. Hit that like button, man. Like, come on. Like, you watching it, it's free to hit the like button. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's Ruler Gang, man. We're going to bring y'all this content, the Ruler Report. Let's get it, man.
Trying to improve South Los Angeles, and the facts in the indictment and the wiretap calls that we intercepted as part of the investigation that are described in the complaint, not the indictment, the complaint, describe that contradiction. That on the one hand he's Mr. Charity, and on the other hand he's engaging in all this criminal conduct. That's set out in the criminal complaint.
And so it's outlined in the criminal complaint specifically.
All right, we up to like 45 likes, man. Keep hitting that like button, y'all. Keep hitting that like button. And participate in the poll. Did 600 and Whack 100 help with this case by all the stuff that they was putting online, man? What y'all think, man? Yes or no?
What government agency gave him money?
It's outlined. It's outlined that he got grant money. I believe that money flowed through the city of Los Angeles, but I don't have the specifics in front of me. What I can tell you is that typically, grants flow through the state and then eventually, are typically issued through the city.
And to the tune of hundreds of thousands of dollars?
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars, man. Put in Big U's bank account.
Did you say the name of the charity? Are you allowed to say that? Maybe
Yeah, the charity I referenced earlier is Developing Options. Developing Options.
Damn, man. I always thought Big U was doing some good stuff for the kids. We had 60 likes for the Rolling 60s. Go on and keep hitting that like button up, man. Let's get it up to 107. Yeah, hey, check it out, though, man. I always thought Developing Options was doing some good things with the football stuff, the bat giveaways and all that, man. We did see recently that all the kids' Christmas toys got stole a couple months ago. Somebody drove off in a U-Haul or whatever. We thought it was like a scam, though, for real, but it is what it is. But now come to find out the feds. Come on, like, at the end of the day, a lot of us kind of knew some of these things was going on, but, it is what it is. Because we all, most of us, from the street, so we play both sides of the fence at one point or another in our life. But this shit crazy, man. They got a lot of information.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Last question.
I apologize. Just your efforts to find Mr. Henley. Do you have any idea about his potential whereabouts or any more that you can tell us on?
No, other than he's a fugitive and he's being sought by law enforcement, and we're obviously looking for him as we would any fugitive who's engaged in the type of conduct that's alleged here.
Man, the chat said, I knew it was something up with Big U. Cuz just seemed grimy and a bully. Listen, my cousin was saying the same thing about Big U. Me and my cousin used to be having conversations. Let me see if I can get Cuz on the phone real quick. What's good, Flower Bloom? Hey, we got 82 votes. We got 82 votes. 93% of the people said that they felt like 600 and Whack did help with the Big U case. 7% said no. All right, he ain't answered. 7% said no. We got 66 likes. We need to get them likes up. We got like 240 people in here right now. Let's keep going.
Believe to be in Southern California. No idea.
We believe that he may be in Southern California, and for that reason, we're providing his picture and encourage anybody to contact the FBI who knows his whereabouts.
All right, thank you very much. The press release is out. There's a copy of the complaint and affidavit that's attached to the email that it was sent out. If you need it, you know where to reach me.
Did you have copies of this?
We do.
If you want to take of these photos, you can go up and take.
Damn, that's crazy. All that work you did, 600, and they ain't even invite you to the damn press conference, man. That's crazy as hell, y'all. For real.
There's no digital copies.
Yeah, chat. Big U is on the run right now. But they did get Bricc Baby. Let me see, because I think at the beginning of this one they might have showed the lineup or whatever. Let's see. Nah, I don't see it. But we can go to Instagram and look at it real quick. Remo got it up. I see Nina Boy. Everybody live, man. Everybody live right now. We all, getting in on this. They got Bricc Baby, and they got Tremaine Williams, aka Luce Cannon, short bus, Luce, Sweetie. They got Sweetie, cuz. They got Sweetie, cuz. Hey, Sweetie locked up right now, man. They got my nigga Sweetie. And they got Puka Butts. Puka Butts and Sweetie locked up, cuz. Hey, freedom. They got Puka Butts, they got Sweetie, and they got Big Useless, a.k.a. Big U. Everybody locked up right now, man. This shit crazy, cuz. Hey, now I'm just clowning because I'm just saying I don't like seeing people locked up. Freedom, like freedom on some real shit. I'm clowning, though. But freedom, man. Then they got my boy Sweetie, man. That shit crazy as hell. And I'm telling you, everybody in the chat is saying that, you know what I mean? Like, you see Brick's name being brought up, man. I want to say No Jumper posted it too. But let's go to the actual article that I was going to read earlier. Now, it's an article on this, right? We ain't going to go into all of it, but let's just say this. For one, they charging him with that. They saying that he's implicated, accused of having something to do with that body of the young rapper and leaving his body in Las Vegas desert over a perceived disrespect and directing the robbery of an unlicensed LA marijuana dispensary that has stopped making extortion payments. This is what they're saying Big U did. Also, they claim that Big U allegedly defrauded companies and other celebrities and athletes, including professional basketball player Draymond Green. Like, damn, man, Big U, you extorting Draymond? Like, not the homie Draymond, man. And they said that he extorted Shaquille O'Neal. Now, they saying that he persuaded them to donate to his charities and later transferred the money to his own personal bank accounts. Now, come on, Big U. I'm pretty sure you had a card and access to the developing options bank account. Why the hell did you feel the need to transfer the money to your own personal bank account? Maybe so you can withdraw the money and do something with it. I don't know. But from all the stories that I done heard, Whack 100 and them telling all this business, 600 telling all this business, Luce Cannon telling all this business, right? Apparently, Big U was having stayed in some type of financial disarray, financial trouble. Feel what I'm saying? And check this out. This is what's even more crazier, y'all. Imagine being Luce Cannon on a case with somebody who you done been on the internet helping build the case against. Like, you helped build this, like, all that shit y'all was talking on the internet, you actually helped build this case against Big U, and now you locked up with him, Sweetie. Now you locked up with him. You was talking about beating Bricc up and doing all this crazy shit to Bricc. Now all y'all on the same damn case. Crazy, right? The chat said that Bricc and Luce are both going to PC, I guarantee. Now check this out. It also goes on to say he made them and transferred the money to his own bank accounts. Authorities have also accused Big U of fraudulently obtaining funds from. Okay, we know about that part. Now let me see. All right, here we go. We talking about Luce Cannon. Now, this particular art, and it's crazy because I thought they would say Bricc Baby's name in this article too, but it says that federal authorities have also charged Tremaine Williams. Okay, you know what? And I want them to get what? How old is this nigga Luce Cannon? Because I know he ain't 32. Luce Cannon about my age. Luce Cannon damn near he's in his 40s, cuz. Federal authorities have also charged Tremaine Williams, a.k.a. Luce Cannon, with robbery. Now, check this out. Luce Cannon been all over the internet talking about, and I was talking about this earlier, how they extorted money from Meek Mill, how they was extorting money from this rapper, how Big U sent them to extort money from this. Whack 100 is on record on YouTube and on Clubhouse saying like, yeah, when it came time to do the dirty work, he was seeing Luce. And Luce would go and they would press the person and tell him, you know, we gonna do this and that this to you. We snatch your chains or whatever the hell, and then they would call you because you was having them check in with him, and then he would fake like he would tell Luce Cannon and them to fall back, and they would send him a bag, 50, 60,000, and all that talk. Yeah, okay, the feds knew about that too. Thanks for the information, buddy. Thanks for the information, cuz. Man, now that Vegas situation with Rashawn Williams is crazy. Now it says 5 days before he got knocked down, Rashawn Williams recorded a diss song. Now in the affidavit, it says that Rosa said he believed Williams' diss song was about Big U, whose independent record label, Unique Music, was representing the 21-year-old rapper. It's unclear, though, whether Henley had heard the diss lyrics prior to him getting knocked down, according to the complaint. But it says in the diss song, the man who got knocked down, Rashawn Williams, the one who 600 of them been running around talking about Big U's DNA is under his nails and all that. It says Williams referred to Henley as the bro that makes some money. Also says Williams rapped that he himself might get hit up in the face for thinking Ish is funny. He mentioned a .38 revolver with no trace. Now it says that Las Vegas police found Williams in a ditch near a landfill on January 25th. He'd been hit up in the face with a revolver and left with no shell casings. The same thing he rapped about in the diss song, right? They blaming Big U for this. Well, we can talk about it now. It's out there. Big U done went to jail, so we talking about it. It says Williams is only identified by his initials in the complaint, but the Times was able to confirm his name through Las Vegas news reports and social media posts. I wonder what social media posts they talking about, though, because, you know what I mean? We know a certain couple individuals been sitting around talking about this. Somebody said you don't, but it just don't make sense to be an NBA player and then go to join the gang. That shit is crazy. Like, people like joining gangs afterwards or after they're a certain age, and now like you damn near 60 and all of a sudden now you're rolling 60 or you claiming this gang or that gang. You know what I mean? That shit is weird as hell. Like, at my age, the hell with that gang shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when I was just telling cuz yesterday, like, man, I'm like, man, what the hell was I thinking about, like, trying to be in a damn gang? Like, when I could have did anything in the world, like anything else besides try to be a gangbanger or whatever. But anyway, let's keep going. It also goes into saying Unique Music paid to fly Williams from California to Vegas in January 2021. So basically, they flew this dude out to meet his demise. They flew him out to meet his demise. However y'all want to spin it, however that's looking, right? They put him up in an Airbnb, according to the complaint. Now, his family said Henley had coached the young rapper in football since he was a youth. Williams was supposed to spend a weekend at a recording studio and record a song that day, but he missed some days. When Williams didn't show up to the studio, January 23rd, investigators said Henley and Robinson drove from L.A. to Las Vegas to confront him. A friend of Williams, identified only as CA. Oh, so we got some confidential informants in this joint, probably. Recounted that Henley arrived at the Airbnb about 2 a.m. on the 24th. Henley asked Williams why he didn't show up to the studio. CA told authorities Williams claims he didn't have a ride. I believe RW, which was the Rashawn Williams, wasting the time, thereby pissing off Big U's and dogging Big U's name and the Big U Enterprise reputation, and potentially flaunting that disrespect with the lyrics of his diss song led to a dispute between them, right? Now, it says that Big U arrived at the studio about 7 p.m. Williams arrived a couple hours after and recorded until midnight. Witnesses told, now they got witnesses in this shit too. Witnesses told authorities about 12:30 a.m. Big U left the studio. The dark gray Lexus that he and Robinson had driven to the studio was no longer there. Now, shortly before 1 a.m., Henley's phone stopped reporting location data and didn't start again until about 2:15 a.m. Now, Big U thought he was smart. He's like, fuck it. I'm going to turn my phone off. I'm going to turn my phone off real quick. Let me see. Hold on. Like I might have froze up, y'all. Let me see what's cracking. Well, I ain't froze up on there. Let me see. Let me make sure. All right, here we go. It says that his phone started reporting data. Let me close some of this other stuff I got open real quick. I can close Instagram. We ain't going back there. And I can close this YouTube. All right. He turned his phone off. I guess he thought, I'm going to turn my phone off because we're about to take this fool out here to the desert. Surveillance footage at the Airbnb where Williams was staying at captured the dark gray or silver sedan arriving about 1:13 a.m. According to the complaint, Williams got out the passenger side of the car, went inside and returned a few minutes later with his suitcase, despite the fact that the Airbnb was rented another day. So they didn't talk to him like, hey, man, we leaving. About 3 a.m., a witness said Henley returned to the studio alone. The witness said Henley appeared to be drenched in either sweat or water. Henley told the witness he was coming back from the gym, according to the complaint, at 3 o'clock. Nah, Big U. You just smoked homeboy. I guess that's what they're saying. According to the complaint. All right. It also says hours later on January 25th, about 9 a.m., that's when his body was found in a ditch. Now, he got hit up multiple times. One of them just happened to be in the face. Now, authorities compared DNA collected from Williams' body to Henley's DNA profile. The result was inconclusive, but Henley could not be excluded as a suspect, according to the complaint. So all that talk that 600 and them was doing, talking about, oh, they got his DNA was under his fingers, blah, 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 whatever, that was all bullshit. It was all fake. I mean, I don't know who told him that information or whatever, but it wasn't real. Let me see. You don't got to be from Cali to be a 60. That's true. That's what the chat's saying. You don't. It's 60s all over the country. 60s is everywhere. Let me see. It don't make sense for a lot of them. Somebody said Bricc is responsible for multiple bodies in L.A. and surrounding areas. He should have been off the streets years ago. I don't know. That's your opinion. Whack, ODM, all of them gone. They let them put all that ish on YouTube. I ain't gonna say ODM Slim though, man. Like ODM Slim just report. Like ODM Slim is just a blogger. I don't really think ODM Slim be like going after people like the way that they was going after Big U and bringing up stuff that wasn't necessarily on the internet. We didn't know about all the, like, I ain't gonna say we, but the world didn't know about all the extortion and stuff that they was blaming Big U for, man. So I can't put that on ODM Slim like that, fam. Y'all hit the like button for my nephew Amadi or squabble up. Yeah, man, like hit the like button for cuz. Like I got like almost 600 people over here liking it, watching. I only got 97 likes, man. Come on, man. Hit this. Stop being stingy. Hit the like button. If you ain't logged in watching this, log in. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the goddamn channel, man. Let's get me back in the algorithm. I took a few weeks. I took a few weeks off of consistently posting every day. Maybe about 2 weeks, and it threw me out the algorithm. So I'm trying to get back up in there, man. It's a struggle. Shout out to everybody that's doing their thing, though. ODM Slim, Compton, Rick Rock. You know what I mean? All the channels I fuck with. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. Nina Boy. You know what I mean? All of y'all, man. I rock with all y'all for sure. No matter where y'all from. Bricc finna go through withdrawals. Yeah, he definitely going through withdrawals. Sorry, man. Operation. All right, so let me get back to this. Yeah. So according to the complaint, following the body, Big U allegedly arranged for recording equipment from the studio to be removed and surveillance video to be destroyed. Now it says that the Rosa, I guess that's the person that was investigating this, wrote that he believed that the footage would have shown an altercation between Henley and Williams the night of the incident, and at minimum, Big U and Rayshawn Williams leaving the studio shortly before Rayshawn got hit up. A month after Williams got unalived, the FBI, LA Metro Task Force, and Violent Gangs launched an investigation into Big U's enterprise and its association with the Rolling 60s. So basically, from what I'm reading, this particular incident, this Rayshawn Williams person getting knocked down, is what started this entire investigation. Had Big U not been all in his feelings because he didn't invest in this dude, no rapper Big U has ever been involved with has ever done anything besides Nipsey Hussle. Wack pointed out the fact that he wasn't that savvy when it came to the music industry, but it's something that he always wanted to get into. Even once he got a hold of Corrupt, once he got out of prison and he became Corrupt's manager, Corrupt never really necessarily did anything under Big U that's worth talking about, right? It says that, let me see. Now, this is where it goes crazy with the whole entire, like, internet shit. It says Big U is an admitted member and original gangster or OG of the Rolling 60s and someone widely regarded as a leader within the gang. That's written in the affidavit. Let me see. And, oh, damn. So, look, that's why I'm telling y'all they be taking all this shit offline. And Hip Hop Uncovered, a 6-part documentary series for Henley, which Henley was an executive producer of. He described himself as a Rolling 60 members from the first generation. See, all this talking all this gang shit got popular online, right? All this gang shit got popular online to where people would get online, tell their stories. People go on Cat videos telling like, yeah, back in the day when I started this gang, because I don't want to say nobody's hood, but when I started this hood, right, and we started in my grandma's backyard, and it was me, it was Boo Boo, it was JoJo, and Cuz. What was Cuz name? He was with us too when we first started. Oh yeah, Sammy, and you know what I mean. And then we had Johnny and them, and we was out here. You know what I mean. All that shit became cool. Everybody want to tell their story. Everybody want to talk about how much work they done put in. We see what that's gonna get people though. So you may not be involved in that lifestyle no more, and you may be able to tell your story, but at the same time, people still involved in that lifestyle need to shut the hell up because you still operating like that. You know what I mean? You ain't like the old school gray haired cats that been out of the gang, really doing the gang intervention, really trying to save the neighborhood, really out the way, you know, like the Melvin Farmers and all them type of cats. You know what I mean? Like really out the way and really trying to do something to bring a positive impact to the community. You telling your stories, like all these dudes telling these jail stories and the shit, get in trouble. The Fed's gonna bring all them damn videos right back. That shit gonna come back full circle. All right, so let me see. Henley has said he robbed cars as a juvenile, blah, blah, blah. See, he told all this information. I ain't gonna bore y'all with all of that. Let's see. I'm gonna scroll down. Let me see. See, I told y'all they talk about him and Corrupt. You know what I mean? When he got with Corrupt, it also talks about him meeting Nipsey Hussle and all that. Now, this is another thing that's getting them. It's these damn check-ins, right? So it says that the FBI interviewed a cooperating witness who's only identified as CW1, who claims that rap artists, athletes, and other visitors needed to pay homage to Big U. They need to pay him a fee when they came to the city. Now, we've been hearing about that for a long time. Now, he definitely ain't the only 60 in the Rico. Now, he ain't. It also says CW told authorities about a large buy-in dice game in L.A. back in June 2019. The game involved a professional boxer identified only as AB. Now, I know who AB is. Y'all should know who AB is. And we know he's a professional. Hold on. Hey, what's going on, cuz?
What's up?
Hey, they got your big homie.
They ain't got seen it, cuz. You saw when they got big uterus.
Man, they got big you. Hey, listen. I'm live right now, so I got you on speaker. This is what I want to say, because somebody in the chat room said something. Somebody in the chat said something that you always say. Somebody in the chat said that it's always been something about Big U that made them feel like he was grimy. I told them, I said, man, that's crazy that y'all said that, because, you know, it was a time when I used to be like, damn, all right, Big U doing. It was around the time when we seen him in New York with Nipsey. You remember that? And I was just like, oh, you know, he a good, like, oh, Big U, this and that. You was like, nah, cuz there's something about Big U that just don't sit well with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it, man. It was something about him I just ain't like. His eyes were shifty.
Man. Hey, they got Bricc Baby and they got Luce Cannon too.
They picked them all up?
Yeah, well Big U still on the run though.
Oh man, they got him on the Rico.
Yeah, it's a Rico case. It's a Rico case. I'm gonna call you as soon as I get done being live. I'm gonna fill you in.
All right.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, that's my cousin. We're about to start a little podcast in a little bit too. But all right, so it says CW1 told authorities about a large buy-in. So AB is Adrian Broner, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all because we ain't got time for that. It says several prominent basketball players, according to CW, AB and his associates fixed the game, cheating the NBA players out of millions of dollars using T's dice. All right. After that game, it says Henley directed associates to rough up Adrian Broner, who had not checked in with Henley, and to get the money back from him on behalf of the cheated NBA players. Multiple members of the Rolling 60s allegedly arrived and were used to press AB. Now it goes on to say Henley stepped in, CW1 told authorities, because he was involved and would approve of any dice games or similar events such as parties involving large sums of money and prominent NBA and celebrities in the city. God damn, Big, you had the game on a chokehold, man. According to the complaint, CW1 knew of the other times in which NBA players or celebrities would need to get approval in advance from Big U to ensure their safety at such events and parties or games, advertising shoots. CW1 says celebrities will have to pay Big U for protection and approval or face retaliation from the Big U enterprise. And that's crazy, man. Where we at? We got 151 likes. Man, come on. We damn near got 1,000 people in here watching. I need some more likes on this shit. I need some more likes. We got 200 and 300 votes on this. Damn, the votes is going crazy right now. So we need y'all to keep voting on that poll, and we need y'all to hit that like button, and we need y'all to subscribe to the damn channel. We got 933 people watching right now. Come on, y'all. Stop being stingy with the likes. Let's get it. Subscribe to the content. The content is dope over here. Y'all already know what it is, man. Ruler Gang. Shout out to the Ruler Gang in the chat, man. You know what I mean? Throw the crowns in the chat. Shout out to the Ruler Gang in the chat, man. Hey, let's get it, though. All right. It says in a monitored meeting between Big U and someone identified as Victim 1, Henley recounted that he got into it with Adrian Broner, or AB, after AB cheated a current NBA All-Star out of $1.5 million. And a former NBA All-Star out of $5 million. I wonder if this is Draymond Green and Shaq. I don't know. Henley also talked about charging the players $100,000 to get their money back. I mean, shit. If I get your money, if you got for like $1.5 million and $5 million, I'll get your money back. I damn sure want $100,000. I might even want more than $100,000. Shit. One of y'all gonna give me $1 million. I'm getting you back $5 million. I need about $500,000. But you was kind of cheap on that one. But anyway, in a podcast, Henley hosted. Oh damn! That just made me think about something else. The time that they said that he got Meek Mill and Rick Ross for that money, and then they said he didn't give Luce Cannon not a damn dime. Luce Cannon called him, asked him where was his cut at, and he said, "Oh man, something happened. I'm gonna get back with you. I gotta pay this and that and that and this." But anyway. And the podcast also says Big U hosted called Checking In. He said every city he goes to, I check in with somebody, but he has denied charging fees for those coming to LA. Man, listen. Ain't nobody charging no goddamn body to check in them cities, man. If you give somebody some money out in a city outside of Los Angeles, that's on you. But them niggas ain't charging nobody. I think Trick was, you know what I mean? But whatever. We ain't gonna get into that. I don't get nobody. Okay. All right. It says, I never made no athlete, no rapper, give me nothing. You know, whatever. However that go. All right. How you rob yourself? Let me see. So it talks about the various robberies that allegedly was carried out by Big U Enterprise. I guess that's what they call in this little crime family. Included one at an unlicensed marijuana dispensary in L.A. back in July 5th, 2021. Man, look at Bricc and look at Bricc and Luce Cannon, man. They got these. Like I said, I ain't from 60s or nothing like that, so I don't know none of these people. You know what I mean? But they got some of their names up here. All I know is Bricc and Luce Cannon and Big U on here. You know what I mean? That's all it is for me to know anyway. It says in that case, authorities said he'd been paying the enterprise up to $25,000 a month in extortion fees to operate that dispensary that they was operating. Come on, hit them lights, man. It says Big U Enterprise members and associates, along with Rolling 60 members, rushed into the dispensary armed with hammers. They were not wearing masks to obscure their identities. They allegedly stole cash, marijuana, and stuff from the store before fleeing. That same day, Big U allegedly invited the person who they robbed to his home, where he laid out what had been stolen from the dispensary. And Big U said to him, "This is how you rob yourself." All right, it says the FBI obtained recordings of Big U Enterprise members and associates discussing robberies that they were doing or planned to do. In one case, it says Big U was heard on wiretaps planning a robbery of people who had stolen equipment from a celebrity rapper using an Apple AirTag that was purportedly with the equipment. Henley, Mitchell, and others got damn. So Mitchell is Bricc Baby. Okay, this robbery is about Bricc Baby. Maybe they charging Bricc Baby with a robbery. It says basically Big U, Bricc Baby, and others got hammers and began to stage the robbery. They called it off after spotting police arriving at the location. According to the complaint, Big U organized a birthday party at Deja Vu for himself in December of 2021. I remember that. It was videos of that online. He allegedly negotiated to receive roughly 33% of the bar proceeds and promised that famous rappers, including Khalifa and T.I., would attend. The night of the birthday party, Henley, Robertson, Martin, and other associates turned up at the club. A victim told authorities he watched as Robertson and Martin and three other associates took different people to the back room and extorted them for like $30,000. Damn. Who telling all this information, y'all? Somebody hit us with a super chat. It says, this is what happened when you talk on the internet. This is definitely what happened when you talk on the internet. All right, it says around 2015, it says Big U's, hold on, let me see, alleged fraud. So it's going to go into like I don't know if y'all want me to read this part or not. Y'all can tell me if y'all want me to read this part. But this is about the fraud that they're accusing Big U of fraudulently obtaining like funding from the LA mayor's office for the developing options thing. And it just talks about like he received $550,000 annually as part of the program. It also says that the nonprofit was allotted $2.35 million from the city in July 2018. God damn. Well, it wasn't all at once. It was like from July 1st of 2018 to June 30th of 2023. From that, it says Big U has drawn hundreds of thousands of dollars purportedly in salary himself. It also says he was a part of the GRID program. We know WAC 100 and them talked about him being in the GRID program for years. And it says it has an extensive mandatory handbook that is appended to each contract, and that the development options, like every other GRID contractor, must comply with. Among the many requirements are extensive criminal background checks, compliances, training, approval of employees, attendance at meetings, logging activity, and cooperating with local law enforcement, which everybody tried to deny that Big U signed up for that. But it was clear as day in the paperwork that WAC 100 and them brought to the internet. Now it says, based on my review of documents of the course of the investigation, developing options appear to have failed to comply with some or potentially all of those requirements, right? Henley also allegedly fraudulently applied for the federal pandemic relief loans for developing options, unique music, and other businesses. And it's just kind of going to like some of the embezzling that he embezzled more than $100,000 in donations. It also says among them was Draymond Green, who made a $20,000 donation to developing options in August of 2019. Allegedly, Big U embezzled the entire donation, transferring the whole $20,000 to his personal checking account. Also, he got $20,000 from Shaq as well. And I guess, that was supposed to be for supporting developing options, the Crenshaw Rams sports team. And allegedly, Big U transferred that damn money to his own bank account as well. Also, Big U faces up to 20 years for the Rico charge, but could get life if a jury finds that he agreed to commit unaliving that boy, Ray Sean Williams. But he looking at 20 though. Let's see, man. This is like with a crazy. This is a crazy situation right now, man, for them. I don't know if can y'all see that? Am I in the way? Is my head in the way? Well, y'all can see who y'all need to see. But yeah, they got everybody on here but two people. We know that they still looking for him and this Brian Perez dude. He might be like Mexican or something. So maybe him and Big U then fled the country or something. But everybody else they got, man. Damn, Bricc. Damn, Puka Butts. Damn, Sweetie. They got my boy Sweetie locked up. Sweetie dropped I think Sweetie might have dropped a video today, too. Let me see. Let's see what's going on YouTube real quick. Man, hit that like button. They done got the Big Euster. Is there any updates? Y'all see any updates on Instagram? I think I got the gist of all the damn updates. I don't think there's nothing else to really see. I did see a lot of people reporting on it right now, like Fig Community World reporting on it. Yazzers is reporting on it. Like all the LA based, damn, what's going on, computer? Yeah, all the LA based pod blogs and stuff is reporting on it. Snoopy Badass is reporting on it. Damn, they done locked up Jaguar Wright too. Oh, she in the lawsuit. She a defendant in the Diddy lawsuit. Yeah, so everybody reporting on it, man. I don't know, man. Shout out to Compton Rick Rock. He said it's let's see what Compton Rick Rock said.
People are assigned to these YouTube channels by the police. I think people are assigned to these YouTube channels by the feds to run content, to stir up content, and get guys to talk. Once guys get to talking, boom, over with, case closed. Man, listen, man. In today's time,
let me see something, huh? Compton Rick Rock probably did a video to this. Let's go to that real quick. I can close this. I can close that too. Let me see. Damn, I can't believe they got Big U. I mean, this big news right now, y'all. This big news. Man, let's see what Big Dummy said.
Well, they say the feds mad at me, the family mad at me, cause Big U on the run. You told Whack and 600, y'all can hate us all y'all want. You told some street niggas, even though we don't like dude, y'all got information that can get him arrested. What Whack do? Tell the family, tell me, nigga, we need to let this dude know that they got evidence on him, tie him to that body.
But then y'all put it on the internet. Like, make that make sense.
All right. We did our part as the streets, bro. You feel me? We only spoke on what's been released and we spoke on what's online. You feel what I'm saying? That's that. Let me take y'all back. Y'all remember 2 years ago, Bricc Baby got arrested. Got hit by the feds. They found a chopper in his house. I don't know how niggas get hit by the feds, bro. They don't make mistakes. They get hit by the feds. You find a chopper in your house and you out of jail. Then you tell niggas that it was a state case. Then you tell niggas that you got out. Then you tell niggas you bailed out. You hidden state to state, no ankle monitor. How is this possible, right? But it's around time the homies like, Bricc Baby, you can't come to the hood, bro. So he had to call me to have to bring him back. You feel me? I put the blanket over him. They go live, nigga. Ain't nobody.
Hey, man. Listen, we already figured it out. They just let Bricc go because he had this fed. Hey, listen, it happened all the time. You get picked up by the local police department. You get a case. I know people that got caught with guns. And the city dropped the case. and the feds picked it up. It happens, man. This ain't no mystery. But let's let him keep talking.
I'm not gonna say nothing to you on my watch. Whatever. So me and Bricc, we cool at this time because now he need me to get into the hood. So he telling me everything. He like, bro, they got a big Rico. I'm like, ooh, for real? I'm like, man, what's going on? I remember back in the day, you know what I'm saying, with the injunction boys, you feel me? They put an injunction. He like, nah, it ain't a 6-0 Rico. You straight, homies, you straight. It's a big Rico. Yeah, everybody he messed with. They tied Cuz to that hot one, that little young nigga out there in Vegas. I'm like, huh? What young nigga? You feel me? Like, then we did the research. We like, oh, Lil Cuz that was living with him, they tied him to that one? We're like, ooh, that's ugly. They're like, it's ugly for Cuz. They want Cuz in jail, gang. I'm like, ooh, right? Fast forward, I don't want to make this video too long. Fast forward a little bit. I talked to the mama. She like, nigga, them niggas killed my son. I'm like, what? What's going on? You feel me? I lost contact with her. Just this month. She like, hey. She went online and was like, hey, they found Big U's DNA under my son's fingernails. They coming to get him for killing my boy. So, we like, damn. Like Wax said, if we knew that was coming, based on what the detectives told the family, and not tell Big U, y'all would have been like, Whack, 600, y'all niggas wrong, cuz. Y'all know they was coming to get him. Why y'all didn't tell him?
Man, hey, y'all, hit that like button, man. Like, it's 2,000 people in here watching. Come on.
So we had to put it out there, so it'd be believable. So he like, damn, if you know what you involved in, you like, hold on, let me get little. Big U on the run right now. You feel what I'm saying? And y'all can look up the article. It's bad work. Listen, homie. I mean, it's bad work, bro. Like if you look at they got homies on there, Luce Cannon in jail, you know what I'm saying, Bricc Baby in jail, my big homie in jail, Hop in jail, Blueface in jail, Conrad in jail, you feel Ronnie Mac in jail, Bear Club, man, it's...
Damn, they got hold on, let me look at that. They got Conrad on there? I didn't even pay attention to that. Hold on, let me go back to that. Hey, why y'all ain't tell me Conrad was in that lineup?
It's a lot, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's a lot. And if you look at the article, I mean, if you look at the news release, the press release, I'm gonna just play a little bit of it for you.
Here to announce federal criminal charges against Eugene Henley Jr.,
It ain't that
a
Conrad.
career criminal known as Big U, who used his contacts.
All right, we already seen that, man. Let's fast forward that part.
But you can look it up.
An enterprise engaged in murder.
Clown, stupid stuff, bro. I stopped gangbanging 10 years ago.
Yeah, Conrad ain't in that lineup, y'all. I had to go
This
look.
nigga
I don't
got
know who
organizations, bro, still getting arrested. This is third time going
He
to
ain't
the
got no big
feds
homie.
out the same house. This is third time getting rid out the house. He got out every time. So I want y'all to know, don't get too comfortable. That nigga's a rat. He's on paperwork he told before. He done been to the feds twice and walked out the back door. I wouldn't be surprised if he get out. You want me to tell you something else that the family told me? That showed me? I'm not going to speak on till it's all done.
This nigga happy as hell.
They got 8 witnesses against Big U. 4 rolling 60s made statements and told on him. And I'm going to say something else, and I don't want to know. They know who the shooter is. My phone been blowing up all morning. I'm going to see y'all soon.
All right, that was Officer Christopher Lovejoy, the Crip cop, giving us his briefing on what happened. I guess he had his press conference at home, you know. Yeah, but it's all bad, man. It's all bad. I'm gonna go ahead and get up off of here, man. I'm gonna let everybody else have it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I ain't gonna react to a whole bunch of different videos. I appreciate everybody for tapping in though. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. I'll be back with a ruler or lame. I'm finna unsub. Well, unsub, motherfucker. I don't give a damn. Like I got so much love for so many different people. One monkey don't stop no show, okay? I got a lot of love from a lot of people. A lot of people fuck with me, man. It is what it is. YouTube be hating. They be trying to hide me in the algorithm and shit. But the real ones know what it is, man. I bring good content. I don't be on here ratting. I don't be on here doing no buster shit. I don't be on here yelling like out my hood or no gang stuff, because at the end of the day, none of that really matters with the content. It don't need for me to talk about none of that, because at the end of the day, I'm on something else today. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But at the end of the day, man, go ahead and unsubscribe. Oh, you ain't gotta delete their comments. Y'all can leave them up there. I ain't tripping. Yeah, don't delete no comments. It's all good. Yeah, you ain't gotta hide them. He cool. I don't even care. But anyway, get in the comments, man, and on this video. Make sure y'all, subscribe up, man. All right. Yeah, I'll be a buster. But we can fight too. We can fight, motherfucker. But get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. Y'all already know.